Okay, good morning, everyone. So we are continuing the topic Introduction to Perl Programming. So in the last class, we discussed some of the history-related issues of Perl programming. Something like it was invented in 1987 by Larry Wall. Okay, Perl was invented in 1987 by Larry Wall. Coming to the main aim of this Perl programming. Actually, the Perl programming intent or the aim, the basic aim is to create which can monitor which can monitor the large softwares or large software projects. Okay, it means a huge software project by generating reports. Okay, this is what the basic aim of your Perl programming language. So I'm repeating the point once again. Perl was invented in 1987 by Larry Wall, and the aim of creating a Perl programming language is to create is which it can monitor the huge software projects by generating the reports. So and also complex programming and to avoid complex programming. Okay. Complex programming avoidance. Examples are C related issues. Okay. And also shell scripts. So to avoid complex nature of the programming, Perl was invented and it was used for mainly monitoring the software projects which are large in nature by generating the reports. And one more thing, main important point or the basic feature which is available according to the Perl programming language. As we see in some of the programming languages like C or C++ or Java, we are using some kind of a terminology and syntax and different types of tools, okay, how they can be adapted. Okay. So whereas Perl programming language is based on text processing. Text to processing nature will be there in Perl program. So whatever programs you write as part of a Perl program, let us say that this is a Perl program, it will be saved as .pl extension. Okay, this file name, this is a file related to Perl which contains code which is of text in nature, totally text in nature. So it is saved with an extension called as .pl. Okay. The extension which is used for the Perl program is .pl. And based on the text processing nature of the Perl programming, Perl has been very much popular. Okay. Perl is very popular because easy to use. Okay, because it is easy to use. It means because it is based on the text. So text is easily understandable and easily processed. So one more thing, there comes one point regarding any programming language, how this program can be understood by the processors. As part of C program, it is understood in the form of after compilation. After compilation, it will be understandable by the processor. Now coming to what type of a language, either it is a compiler driven program language or an interpreter driven program language. So whereas Perl programming language, it is interpreter driven programming language. What is that? Interpreter. Perl is interpreter driven language. So why we are saying interpreter? Because it is totally based on text. So text will be interpreted. Okay. So, and one more thing, as we are saying, Perl is one of the server side programming language. Server side based programming language. Okay. Perl is server side programming language. It means these programs or these applications or this programming language is used to build server side applications. Whenever you compare with CGI, so CGI is one more server driven server side application program development. It is an interface. It is not a language, it is an interface which is used to process the server side data processing. So Perl is a programming language, CGI is an interface. So it is not at all a programming language here, it is a programming language. Now coming to the Perl usage in different types of environments. So Perl is a cross-platform language. What do you mean by this cross-platform language? So it means it can be written on any of the platforms based on your configurations of the PCs. Okay. Now coming to this, Perl initially being developed for Unix based systems. Okay. Perl for Unix platforms. So basically it is initially it has been used on Unix platform. So next, after certain period of time, the Perl was added with some more features. Perl extended its flexibility towards the platforms, different platforms. So first, basically it has been used for Unix. Later on, it has been added with some flexibilities and updations. Okay, updations towards the different platforms. So they have been used for Windows also. Perl is being used. Used in Windows also. So what is the name of software that can be easily used in Windows is, or the version which is used in Windows is Active Perl, which is a version of a particular Perl based on Windows. And the latest version is Perl 5. And so on. It has been, the current trend is 334, 5.34. The current version is 5.34, but we will be talking about Perl 5 itself. We are not going for the updations for 34. So active Perl is based on Windows. So whenever you download the software regarding a Perl based on Windows platform, so what happens? Active Perl has to be downloaded. After installation, after installing the Perl program, it will be updated to the current version. Okay, it will be updating itself to the latest version which is available in the market. So you can download the active Perl software from the website, and which is an open source software. You can be freely downloading it. Once you have downloaded exe file, .exe file, which is an installation file, if you double click on it, okay, if you double click this, what will happen? It will change its installation to the current and latest version. So after clicking it, the Perl installation will guide you with the welcome screen. Okay, welcome screen will be open, or the dialog will be open. So whatever we are downloading based on the Windows operating system, so they will be the basic or the core package which is downloaded here. It means the basic version of Perl will be downloaded when you download from the website, and it will be made functionally. It will made, sorry, it will, what is this? Yeah. So core package will be downloaded, and it will be suitable for different platforms. Okay. Now coming to the next one, regarding installation of a Perl. So after installing, or during installation, sorry, during installation of a Perl program, there is a file called perl.exe. It is an interpreter loaded into bin directory. Okay, bin directory of an installation folder. So after or during installation, perl.exe is an interpreter that will be loaded into the bin directory. Okay. So as I told you, what is the extension of a Perl program? The Perl program extension is .pl. Okay, .pl. So after writing your program on Windows, you have to execute your program through the command line in Windows. So to executing A Perl program can be done in command line of Windows, like we do in the Java program, as we execute our Java programs in command mode of Windows, that is DOS. So CMD command line will be used. So how to execute when you are executing any program like C or C++, what you will try to do, you will be running by using Alt F9 or something. But whereas Java, you will be using some commands like Java file name itself. Similarly, Perl, for executing Perl will be there. Perl space file name .pl will be used for executing your Perl program. Okay, that is Perl space file name .pl. So this is your source code and this is your interpreter. Okay, so interpreter will interpret the program into the machine understandable language. Then this code will be executed properly. Okay. So there are some command line. Okay, there are some kind of a command line. There are some commands which are used interpret the program. There are some commands which are used by defaultly by using an options. So one of the main option, that is -w. So what is this -w? Without using -w, what happens here is the Perl script will be, or the Perl script, we can also call this Perl program or Perl script. So it will be executing correctly. Okay. If everything goes right, the program will be executed correctly. If anything, let us say that some mistake has happened in the program, then there should be some kind of a message should be displayed. So to while executing your program, use this option -w, because it will show you warnings regarding errors. Okay, -w, and you will be using. So every program has some kind of a input and output related commands or functions which are used. Similarly, Perl also has one of the function called as print, which is supposed to be used to display the contents. Display contents related to variables or values, different values which are used in the program execution. Let me share one more screen. Excuse me. So this is what we discussed just now. So it is initially developed for Unix platform, and it is a cross-platform computer language, and active Perl is one of the version which is used on Windows, and it can be downloaded from activestate.com. And while we install the software of Perl, this is a core package which will be installed, and there will be some kind of a predefined functionality that is available with the Perl. Is it will be same for all the platforms, and after that an interpreter perl.exe will be placed in the bin directory as I told you, and every time what happens perl.exe, then it will be loading the program into the memory for execution. So what is the extension of a perl program? .pl, and which is associated with perl interpreter by default. And as I told you, that is program, while we are executing a perl program, use option called as -w followed by a file name, source code, the command line, because -w will show you the warnings regarding several cases. So coming to the different types of options which are available in the Perl command line switches, we call them as switches. So -e, which is related to command interpreting one line of a Perl code. So it will be interpreting only one line of a code, and -s is searching for the specified script. Okay, it will search for the script using the environment variable that has been set. While we install Perl programming, we will be setting so many things so that it can be searched from the Perl program. And coming to the -u, so it will be allowing the unsafe operations to be executed, -u. And coming to the -v, it is displaying the versions of the Perl. -w, just now I told you, it allows the warning to be displayed on the compilation of the script. And -h displays all the options for the Perl. Okay, it will display all the options for the Perl. Now coming to the next slide. So there are some terminologies and syntax which have been followed from program to one programming language to the other programming language. So to comment or to write a comment in the program, okay, we use hash symbol. So it will be beginning of the line which should be there, and after next one is a function print will be used to display the output by indicating quotation marks. So there are some escape sequence characters are also there, /n, /t, and /a, that is new line, tab, and alert. And every statement in the Perl will be terminated with a semicolon. So exception, that is where braces are used to denote block of the code. So this is block of to represent any block of a code, you use open brace and close brace. Okay. So this is your starting program. This is the first program you observe here. Print welcome to the Perl program. Okay, which will be written under double quotes. That is welcome to Perl. So we used /n, so it will display the cursor in the next line. So this is the output. This is the source code which is saved. Let us say that this is abc.pl, and it can be executed Perl abc.pl. So after executing this program, the output will be like this. Okay. So it contains different types of variables. So every programming language has different types of data that are being processed, and they will be placed in different types of variable and data types. Yeah. Coming to the important topic, it is configuring about personal web servers regarding Perl. Okay, what is this configuring Perl? So, what is this configuring PWS? That is, PWS is nothing but personal web servers. So, personal web servers are nothing but IIS, Internet Information Systems for Microsoft. So, this has been discussed in the previous chapters. You just go through those videos. Personal web servers have been installing different types of web servers like Apache, a lot of servers which we have discussed here. So coming to the configuration part, either we are making our server to execute Perl or CGI, we must configure our Windows operating system in such a way that it can handle any kind of a script, either it is Perl or CGI. Okay. So, and one more important point I want to say here is whenever you are setting or whenever you are configuring your Windows operating system, first of all, you have to back up the things properly. First, we need to back up everything. So, what I am saying it is whenever you are trying to configure your Windows operating system for the purpose of personal web servers, just be careful because when you are configuring Windows operating system, the file which is going to be edited, that is called as okay, Windows registry. So whenever you are trying to edit the details as part of Windows registry, you must be careful with the two things. That is, first of all, you back up all the contents which are related to Windows operating system, your personal files. And if you are not taking care of your backup process, what will happen? Once you have configured the Windows registry file, your Windows operating system may behave differently and it will not work properly initial stages. If you are not properly done, if you are not properly configuring the Windows registry file, then your operating system will misbehave with you. So make sure that first of all the data is backup properly and the configuration of the file is done properly. Okay, after that a dialog will be opened, that is registry editor. Okay, there will be registry editor will be opened. In that we will be trying to change all the details which are suitable for our Perl programming executions and so on. Okay, this is about configuring personal web servers for Perl or CGI. Coming to the next one, important topic, that is string processing and regular expressions. So as I told you, that is Perl is based on text-based related programming. So processing your textual data is very much easy and very much efficient because whenever you compare with other programming languages, if I say that print F, so what happens here is we need to load the file related to this function, yes or no. So these functions capabilities are loaded into the memory and they will be processed. Okay. Related files have to be noticed. Everything will be done when you're discussing about C programming language. While Perl programming, when we are coming to the Perl programming language, what is happening here is, as it is a text-based programming language, so it is easily processed and it is more efficient when compared with the other programming languages which are written on the server side. So it is one of the powerful capabilities of Perl programming language, as I told you, and it is done how this text will be processed. As I told you, that is processing textual data easily and efficiently, but how they can be done? They can be done with the help of regular expressions. So what are these regular expressions? So these are nothing but they are series of combinations of words, characters, which are placed in the databases. Okay, so these are some kind of patterns of characters that are supposed to be searched through text files and databases. So what we can do with the help of this regular expressions, we can search for certain pattern of characters in the files and the databases. And one more thing, Perl will allow you to search for large amount of text which are simple in nature. Okay, so according to the Perl processing, while it is using regular expressions, you can process or you can search for the large amount of text related files also. Okay, now what are the things which can support to search the patterns of characters? So first thing is equiview. It is equality operator. Okay, equality operator. So what does it do? It tests the two strings are equivalent or not. So what is the functionality of EQU? Sorry, EQ. EQ is one type of an operator which checks whether two strings are equal or not. Okay, this is a functionality of this operator. Now coming to the another keyword which is used most commonly in writing the Perl programs is my. My is a keyword. What is this? My. Okay, my is a keyword which is used to assign or declare the variables or different types of blocks of codes. Okay, you observe here this program, that is my string A is test, my string B is testing. So if string A is equal to test, it means what we are trying to do is we are comparing two strings here. EQ is the operator which is used to test whether my is the keyword which is used to create a variable. Okay, so this is what happens. It will be designating variable only valid for the block or code which is declared. And this is in Perl 5. Sorry, this is Perl 5. As we are discussing Perl 5, this is part of Perl 5. Before my, there is a called local. Okay, local is one kind of a keyword which is used for creating variables in the version called as Perl 4. Okay, so local and my are for the same purpose. So one more thing we need to know, that is EQ operator can be, but what is happening here? Searching for the matches is not used here. So EQ operator cannot be used to search through the series of words because it is only comparing two strings, two patterns only. But whereas we need to search large number of text or large number of characters, then which operator is used? This one is used, that is equal to followed by tilde operator, that is used for finding out a particular matching of the string which is found in the single string or a series of words. So the format which is used is something like this. So it searches for the word test within the indicated string. Okay. So these are some of the characters, modifying characters which are used in the regular expressions. That is, caret operator is used for beginning of the line. So dollar symbol is nothing but we are using for indicating end of the line, and slash b is for the boundary. W slash w is for alphanumeric character representations. So a lot of modifying characters are also there.